Hi guys, it's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. The time is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're here to do live sewing chat. I'm going to have to tilt you guys down. Didn't realize you were up so high. So hold on a second. All right. I had left it tilted up from when my Gil had a retreat this weekend. So sorry about that, guys. We're going to wait for people to come into the room for a few seconds. I've been running around doing some things, so I'm coming in here right on time. So sorry about that. Pull you all up on this cell phone. Make sure the volume's down. Shouldn't have any notifications already. No. Your channel. All right. So I want to make sure I can read the chats. And just need to turn off notifications on this phone temporarily. It's letting me know I need to be in live chat. Okay. I have a feeling I haven't cut that off, but that's okay. Sit it so I can get that when I leave out of here. Ugh. I got so much stuff in here to show you all. Hold on. Let's see who's in the chat tonight. It's a lot of you all in here. Don't forget, guys, to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Got Nancy Gus in here saying hello. Quote gal. She's still sewing on her 4-star general. Beverly Aiken says hello, T and T Quilters. Delia Castro Short says hi, T and everybody. Maddie Barnum, good evening, T and everyone. Remo JS is good evening. Patricia Carluccio, hey, T and everyone from North Carolina. Dolores Phelps. Remo's reminding people to hit that thumbs up button. Linda Faust is here. Hello, T. Melinda C is here. Uh-oh, I just had a problem with my server. It took me all the way to out. Let's see if I can get back in here. I gotta go back up to the top, guys. Sorry. It took me all the way out. Melinda C. Q Covington's here. Hello and welcome. Saw your I don't know if that's how you say your name, but that's the best I can do for right now. But saw your postings on Facebook today, so thank you so much. Thank you, Delia. She says she's already hit the button, or Delia. I don't know if it's Delia or Delia. Darlene Crosby says hello, T and quilting friends. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. June Hanson, Vivian Calvi, Debbie is here. Patricia's eating pizza. I had pizza today too. Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is here. Hey, T and friends, I'm working but here. TNC Norton's here. Judy L. French Seams. C-Rex. Joyce Hernandez. Let's see. Lisa Thompson saying hello to everyone and thumbs up. Sheila Willis here. Francis Jackson. Carrie Richard. Zella McKenzie. Let's see. Barbara Polk. Jonah Crutchfield. Woo-wee. Francis says, T, I sent you an email. Okay. I don't know if she just sent it or if she was asking me about a previous email, but okay, I'll check when I get off. Vanessa Brown. Shirley Lutterbuck. Pat L. Sue GSD. Lynette Williams. I'm trying to get through some of this because I got a lot to show you and I got a lot to tell you. Beverly Akins is talking to Tiffany. Stephanie of Memoirs Longarm Quilter is here. Kevin the Quilter is here. Joanne Carpenter. Trying to make sure I get everybody. Oh my goodness. Diane 57's here. And I think Silveretta James is here. Rose Hinton. Hello, Rose. Welcome, everybody. Earlene Butler just came in. All right, so here we go. Got a lot to cover tonight. One thing I do want to say up close, up toward the top, is that we're going to have 4-star General sew along on Saturday with T and Kevin. Kevin couldn't make it this Saturday. I couldn't make it last Saturday. And so Sunday is our only other option so we can get it in before this month is over. And we're actually working on the March block. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tiffany has already done the video for the March block, I think. And thinking of that, it is so funny because my husband didn't know that Tiffany was doing the 4-star General blocks, and he saw where she had my name, I think on the title of one of her videos or something. And he comes up to me and he goes, "Do you know anybody of Tiffany's quilting life?" I say, "Yes, honey, I do." Oh, okay, because she was using your name, he says. I'm like, "No, Tiffany's fine. I know she's part of the 4-star General group." So that's pretty funny. Hello, Brenda Perkins. A lot of you all are just saying hi to each other, which is great. I think that's the only new person in. And Tiffany is laughing out loud. Yes, I knew you'd get a kick out of it. I said, there is no way I'm not going to say that. But anyway, Sunday at 12 noon is when Kevin and I will be live. So mark your calendars for that. I will also go ahead and put up a video so it can send you a reminder. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I'm live. Angela Stringer is here. And Nancy talking about he was looking out for you. How sweet. I thought that was so funny. He come to me with that. It is cute. All right. So we've got that out the way. What was the other thing I had to tell you all? It was something else I had to tell you all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start showing you these fabrics. These are I showed you all 12 fabrics previously. I think it was on last Wednesday that are going to be used in the new Take 5 kits. So I'm showing you the other fabrics. Some of these fabrics are complements, like they're the same patterns but in different colors from some of the previous Take 5 kits, because some people, apparently people like the colors that were in that kit. But I can't buy the same fabric over and over, and then sometimes the same fabric is already gone anyway. So I actually went back to a company that I didn't want to order from again, and I ordered because that's what people wanted. A lot of things have been going on behind the scene as far as African fabrics. People have been asking me who are my suppliers and all of that, and I really haven't been sharing any of that information. And one of the main reasons for not sharing that information is that one of my suppliers is now one of my competitors. Okay, so it's a pretty interesting. I received a phone call basically asking for information, and then I turn around and then they're trying to do the same thing that I'm doing. So that is one of the reasons why I don't tell you who my suppliers are, because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. I was her number one customer, and then she turns out to be my competitor. So yeah. So the other thing with this particular company, not the one I'm just talking about, but with this company, I didn't want to order again because I felt like at times I've gotten fabric that wasn't as high quality as some of the others. Um, but I went ahead and ordered anyway. Now all of the fabric is fine this time, except that they sent me 18 out of 19 pieces of fabric when I ordered a lot of yardage was all folded on the wrong side. So I couldn't even show you guys in this haul what that fabric looked like until I refolded the fabric with the right side out. And since I was doing that, I went ahead and got it prepped for me to cut. So these prints, I'm not going to be opening them up so you can see 22 inches. You're only going to see 11 inches or so of this fabric while it's folded. And that's because I've got it already prepped to do the Take 5 kits. There is no way that I'm going to refold fabric onto the right side and then come back later and then refold it so I can cut it. That's a waste of my time. People don't really want to pay for my time when I'm doing kits. That is part of your kit cost. It's the cost of cutting, and people don't understand that. And so there was just no way I was going to refold this fabric twice. So I really was not happy when this fabric came in. I was happy about the quality improvement, but I was not happy about every last one of them except for one was folded on the wrong side. It didn't make any sense to me. It's like, who buys fabric with the wrong side out? So but yeah, so that's one thing. The other thing is I've been going to other suppliers. I've had 2 suppliers out of New York. Some of those ships that are sitting out in the ocean waiting for stuff to come in is due to import fees. And so my fabric costs have gone up with the 2 companies that I'm going to be using in the final. I've probably ordered fabric from about 6 companies total, and I think I've narrowed it down to 2. And then one of my subscribers sent me a link today for some other fabric to check into as well, and I might order just 2 or 3 of them just so that I can see what type of quality it is, so I can check that too, because I'm always trying to get it at the lowest price because I spend so much time working on kits. So therefore, Take 5 kits and the Bento box kits are going to go up a little bit. I have gone online and I have been searching for my size quilts that I'm giving kits for and the prices on those kits. And I've gotten up to like $140 to $150 for kits that I'm sending out. I'm not going anywhere near that high, so don't panic. But the new kit coming out is going to be $100 kit. And that's because it was complicated to cut. It was a long time to cut, and then I had to do a whole lot of sorting. So that kit is going to be $100. But stick around. There's going to be something else coming up about that kit. I'm going to be showing you the kit, and I'm going to give you some more details about that kit. On the Take 5, these were originally 68, and they're actually going up $20 unless you are Mary, who had her order in way before I placed the order for the second kit. She was in, I already got her kit made from previously, but I'm going to go ahead and send her the new updated fabrics. So that's the only reason why. She's been holding her order. I've been holding her kit. It's already been cut a long time ago. I'm just going to keep that kit. But I've been holding her kit because she was wanting some scraps. And so I've been trying to collect scraps that I'm not using, because I am using the scraps. So that's the hard part, is that I have ideas for some of the scraps and I'm using them and I don't know how many I'm going to need. So that's the problem with some of the orders is scraps. So I'm not making any 15 block kits. I got a couple people that have sent me an email requesting 15 block kits. I'm making all 30 block kits. Now, if I have 2 people wanting 30 block kits, then maybe I'll split it at that point. But if I don't have anybody to match you a 15 block kit, like 2 people wanting 15 blocks, I'm selling everything in 15 block kits, because when I sold the 15 block kits, only 1 or 2 people wanted it. And so I'm not going to stock that because most people were not interested in 15 blocks. So also keep that in mind. So the new Take 5 kits are going to be $88. I still think that's a bargain for what I went online and found. Plus, when I'm cutting my kits, I am refolding fabric, I am starching your kits, and then cutting them into the appropriate size. So I feel like for the work that I've done, that I don't feel like those are bad prices. And like I said, my comparable size in the fabrics that you're getting, when I see those online, they're all the way up to $150. So I'm not even trying to go there, but I think I need to be fair because I've spent the last week and a half cutting the Bento box, which is the name of the new kit that's coming out, and I'm going to talk about that later. But I have spent a week and a half cutting that, and I still got 18 um, um, 18 blocks that I still got to sort out of 36. I got them sorted. I just got to get them packaged, and I'm going to show you what I mean by getting them packaged. I got them all sorted finally last night. I just got to get them all packaged up. So first, let's just go run through these fabrics here. I got some on the floor. I'm going to get these up first because I ran out of room and I didn't want this stack to have an avalanche. So I didn't put these in the stack. So these are the remaining, these 18 prints. Listen up. These 18 prints are going into Take 5 kits. These fabrics are not available for sale by yards. Okay, so don't send me an email and say, Teajuana, can I get a yard of that fabric? No, you can't, because they're going into future Take 5 kits. I bet you a list of 15 or more people waiting on the Take 5 kits, okay? So there is not going to be any yardage of this available for sale, especially at this time, because I don't even know how many kits I'm going to cut, okay? So first fabric up. Like I said, I'm sorry that you're not going to be able to see a whole lot of this fabric. You're only going to get 11 inches. I will unroll it a little bit so you can see. But this is a fabric that is black background with red and white dots and white and yellow um, sparks. Like, it reminds me of sparklers. Okay, so that was one of the reasons why I bought this one. Very pretty. And like I said, I liked all the quality of the fabric this time. I just didn't like the fact that it was all wrapped to the outside. Thank you, TNC says, yes, you do a lot of work that saves time for your customers. Yes. And like I said, I don't know any quilt shop that's starching your fabric before they cut it, but we starch and press your fabrics before you get them. So here's another one that's really pretty, and I will show you the other side. You can see another 11 inches of it. I just thought this was a weird stripe, and I love the fact that they added pink in. It's actually pink, more of a royal blue, black and white. So, hi, Tunanyi. Um, This fabric here, I've had it twice in two different colorways, and it was in the original Take 5 kits. So a lot of these prints are going to be coming up from previous Take 5 kits, but in different colorways. This one was red, blue, and yellow, I think, and I can't even remember the other color combination I had. But this was one of them. People liked them. It brightened up the quilt, so I just decided to go ahead and get this one again in a different colorway. This one, I had bought two different colorways previously. This one looks like fall, looks like autumn. Does have some brown in it, but it has all these other colors in it. And then when it's cut, the thing I like about the Take 5 kits is when they were cut and you put stuff back together, it looked like you had more than 30 fabrics in the kit. So that's number 3. 4, 5, 6 are all leaf print. So I'm only going to open up, I think, this one, just so you can see it. It's all the same. And then I'll just show you the other colors. This is a sky blue background with green and kind of maroon, pinkish maroon leaves. Pretty cool. I had this 2 times. I had one with a black background, I think, and a yellow background previously. This one here is orange background. green, and pink. And this is another blue background, but it's more like a slate blue with lime green and army green like. This is one, I had only one yellow in the pack. And so I had to find something else that had a lot of yellow in it just to balance out that one piece. And then when I got it, can you start to see looking like faces on Legos or something? Kind of a weird print, but I couldn't tell online that it was, all the different designs that was in here. But like I said, when I'm doing kits, I don't necessarily have to like all the fabrics. This is a nice, bright print that's going to really pop anywhere it's placed inside of the quilt top because it's got yellow almost everywhere. Thank you guys. People are saying fabrics are pretty. This one is the leaf print. I had it in two different colorways, so I bought two different colorways. I had it in black and purple last time. So this time I've got a yellow background with, and you can see the color of the leaves here, and then it's a different color on the other side. The previous black I had orange and red, or orange and pink leaves, I think, and then this black background has blue and teal leaves or feathers. They're like boas. There's how the teal looks just in case. And like I said, I'm sorry I have not unwrapped them, but I got these ready to be approximately cut. These are going to be cut in March, so I've already got these 18 of the 30 fabrics prepped to go. This is one of those fabrics that I have not used. It's got a yellow piece in here as well as the red on that side. So you can see how it's kind of transitioning like landscape. So it's like 3 fabrics in one almost if you were cutting strips. This one I bought 2 different colorways as well. I know one was red and I think the other one had blue. So now we've got sea green as the main color. So I think the kit's going to be really pretty just by looking at the stack of fabrics. Oh, I got lots of hearts out there. So here we go with this one. This one here is one of those pieces that look like you pieced a lot of squares. You could actually use it as a background, but I thought since some of the Take 5 pieces were large, that this would look really cool in some of the larger areas because it's going to make the large area blend into the other areas. So this is one that I bought to put on the back of a quilt for me. And then I also made sure that I ordered twice as much so that I could use it in the kit as well. This next one, I've got 2 different prints. I don't know what this is, but y'all know I love the movement in here. And so that's why I bought it. And then I didn't just buy this one with the blue background with yellow, green, and pink and black. I also bought it in the orange background. Right here. So this is also going to brighten up the quilt. Oops, I done rolled too much. Hold on. This will also brighten up this quilt. This orange background has green, yellow, and I'm trying to see if it's brown or black background. It's brown black background. So yeah, that orange is going to make pop again. Doesn't take much yellow or orange to make a quilt top pop. Hi, Bonita Nance. Betsy is sweet. She says, T, I don't think that you need to explain your price. You have spent your time, knowledge, and energy putting these together. Yes. And not to mention that when I did the Take 5 kits, originally I didn't even charge you all for the pattern. I just charged you all for the kit. So she's correct, but I just know that I will get people that were going to send me emails because I've gotten a few in the past telling me that my kits are too high, they can't afford them. So I don't know why I would have to send somebody that type of an email. I just wouldn't order personally, but I'm trying to be fair. I feel like I'm still being fair. But here is this kit here. I mean, this fabric here. I got it in 2 colorways. I like this one because it was getting me the purple I want to put into the quilt. And then it also has some yellow in it. And it's actually green and some blue. So basically, I was trying to get purple. I'm saying mainly instead of basically. Yeah. I just know I'm going to get some emails. So it'll be okay. And this one is the same print again. It has royal blue, some navy blue, slate blue, green, and some orange, I guess. Yes, orange. Have to look at it real close. Orange. So we're getting through down to the last fabric. And you all, if you want to see the other 12, just go look at last week's video. This one right here is one I've had in other color combinations as well. I know I've had it in some red and blue. But this is also one that I got for the kids. Now, I will tell you that I have found another fabric supplier. I have placed a very large order, got 48 pieces. I've ordered in different price points. It is here. But I'm not going to even show you all those because I don't want to, in the future, I'm not going to mix up videos where I'm doing stuff for kids with videos where I'm selling yardage, because people get confused and they start sending me photos of stuff that's for the kids and when it's not for sale by the yard. And so we're just going to cut this and we'll come back at another time and do the video for other yardage when I decide how I'm going to use it. I haven't inspected that yardage to know if it's going to be yardage cuts or if it's going to be kit cuts. So that's kind of what's going on. I'm bad. I'm at the bottom, y'all. Lynette's in here, Brenda Foley. And people are saying they love that. I have no idea what that is because I've showed so many, but thank you guys. I think this kit's going to be really, really pretty. So when it gets cut, then we'll just start back up from that. Let's see. I see a long comment. Rose says if they try and buy kits from somewhere else, it would be higher. Yes, I went and did some research because my dear friend Kevin, he has to keep me straight. And he tells me all the time, he said, you're doing a lot of work and not really getting paid for it. And it's like, overall, it's not about the work. I don't mind doing it. But this last time when I was putting this kit together, and I'm still working on it, we started Sunday, a week ago from this Sunday. So I've been working on this for 10 days and I'm still working on it and I'm still working on the pattern. So it's a lot. And so it's a lot of work. So I decided that maybe my dear friend is right. I need to increase these kits. And eventually the Take 5 kit is going to be $100 too. The only reason I didn't raise it to $100 right now is because I got so many people on the wait list and I didn't think it was fair to raise it as high. I already didn't feel it was fair to raise it, but I am going to raise it. But I didn't want to raise it. So this is the last time Take 5 will even be at 88. Both of the kits are going to end up being at $100 start base. So, and keep that in mind because I still got something else I want to tell you all. TNC say new people also may not understand that what all goes into them. I didn't until I watched one of Miss T's and Kevin's videos prepping all of that. And what Darlene said, emails aren't necessary to shame on them. Yes. And that's a problem. It's like I just don't understand why I need to open up an email so that you can tell me that I charge too much. So people in the electronic world, people are more bolder than they would be if they're in person. Although I'm sure somebody would walk up to me and say that to me in person, but I would have a whole lot more to say back to them in person too. Emails and stuff like that, I just ignore people. I don't even respond when I get certain things back. So I don't let that come into my energy, into my space when it's through social media like that, because most of the times you're getting stuff on social media, they would never come up to you in your face. And those that do come up to me in my face, I will let them know to their face. So it's not going to be this um one-sided thing here, because I'm not going to argue with somebody in an email. I don't have time for that. I told you all, when I'm even responding to you all and I'm happy, I only got one-liners and two-liners to send back to you guys because I am super busy. But I don't let that stuff bother me. I'm just doing what I love to do. And the only reason I've raised the kit price, another reason, I am explaining because I like you guys. But I've been working the last week and a half, and I've only sewed when I was in the Zoom meetings at retreat, which was 4 Zooms, and only when I've come live with you guys in the last week and a half. Those are the only days I've sewed. All of my time has been spent on kits, and I'm not doing my sewing. I'm not doing any of my desk work. And so, I need to be compensated some kind of way for that. So, new kit coming out. Now, this is when I got my first set of fabrics. I just put some of these into electric quilt. So this is not the fabrics that are in the kit. I'm going to tell you where you can see the fabrics for the kits. I'm going to actually put it into the Teaquilts Facebook group. But this is going to be our new kit, and you can't really see what it is a whole lot. It's actually called Bento box. So that's what the kit looks like. Okay, I'm going to show you a quilt before I show you what the kit looks like. This is one that I made from leftover scrap batiks years ago, and that's what made me think that this would look really good in African prints. So this quilt, I just used some scraps that I had, and this is the actual quilt. And I just did loops in the quilting on this. It's nothing super fancy. It's more of a utilitarian type quilt. I use it in my lecture, things that disappear. So this is one of those quilt tops that I use in my lecture. Now I have another one that I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you that one in a bit. So what are you getting in the kit? The kit is included. It has 16 blocks. These blocks are pretty good size. If you make this quilt, you'll get a 70 by 70 quilt top if you don't do any sashing or borders. And I'm making a quilt pattern. I'm working on it now, where I'm going to give you options. You're going to have 4 different options for how you can finish this quilt. So just because I just showed you this one doesn't mean that that's how your quilt will end up looking. You got some different options on what you can do with this. So in the packs, you're going to have 3 stacks of fabrics that are put together with and they're tied. So therefore I put everything together, and I use some scraps from my trimmings from squaring up to tie everything together. I'm going to take this one apart, although I don't want to. This one here is one of those things I use in my things that disappear. If you were piecing the bento box the regular way, you would have about 20 seams. When you're doing it my way, you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 seams that you're going to have to piece your bento box. So I'm having you do it a different way, and that's why it's in my things that disappear, because it's saving you the number of pieces that you're cutting, although you're going to be, touching, even though you're going to be sewing longer pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one that I'm going to have to put back together. On this one, this is the only stack that's going to have a tag on it. The tag doesn't say anything. This tag is the one that you want to use first. And when you open up this one, I'm just going to pull it out. You've got 2 sets of fabric. You've got this set, and then you've also got this stack. Each one of these stacks have 2 pieces in it. I just want everybody to know what you're getting. That's why I'm opening these up, so you know that this just isn't one stack of fabrics. Okay, so that's 2 stacks of fabrics in here, and then you also have 2 stacks of fabric in this one. Okay, so, and then you're going to receive a pattern. And the pattern is going to, as I said, have different options for you on how you can put this together. I'll fix this later because otherwise I'm going to go nuts. Let me get it out of my face. The pattern is going to tell you like 4 different options on how you can finish this quilt. And the largest size of the quilt that I'm going to be showing you is going to be a 93 by 93 square. Now, if you don't want your quilt square, you can just not add 4 of the blocks into the front of the quilt, and then you'll be taking off a row of the blocks. So if you didn't want a square quilt, just leave 1 row off. But I left it on there for people that like to make queen size quilts. And again, these fabrics are not the fabrics that are there. Matter of fact, if you want to see the fabrics and where they are, it's already up on my website. I got photos of what's in the fabrics in a photo that I did a photo collage. All of the fabrics, I took pictures of them in groups, and then I put them all into one photo so you could see all the fabrics that are in this bento box African style kit. Okay. Also, if you're ordering off my website, I have a coupon code, 5% off of your order. Not just the bento either. If you order something else, you can get 5% off of it too. Just put the word bento in the coupon box and you'll get 5% off your order. So that's only going to go until Saturday. It will expire Saturday. So therefore, if you want to get a bento box kit, go ahead and place your order there. If you have already notified me that you want a bento box kit, I have you on my list. You do not have to go order online. I will send you an invoice and I'll already have your 5% off of your bento box kit. So if you're already on the list, just know you're going to get your 5% off no matter when you get your order. Because some people have ordered a Take 5 kit with their bento box kit. You will also, I have that, so you don't even have to worry about it. I already know I'm going to give you 5% off of your kit. Okay. I'm trying to think. What else did I have to tell you guys? It was one other thing. And I think it was just about the suppliers. I did tell you guys already. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany has given you all the website link as well. And thanking everybody for coming here tonight. I can't think of anything else. Oh, I want to show you the other quilt. And this is another version of the quilt that you can make when you get your fabrics too. And you can also just put sashing and cornerstones in your blocks as well. And then on this one, I also added, I just want to show you the long part of the border and not the bottom. I also added a border. So these are going to be the 2 of the options. You can add sashing, you can add borders, and then I have another option also in there. I have 2 other options in there. The regular quilt that I just showed you, and then I have another option as well. So the pattern will be included in the price of your kit. And my patterns are printed on laser printer. So if you drop some water on it like you would if it was inkjet, it's not going to run. Okay. So I try to do high quality printing when I sell patterns. I guess Cynthia needs prayer. She says, hi, T and everyone, still recouping from hip replacement surgery. Enjoy, everyone. And she says, thumbs up. Well, prayers to you as well, Cynthia. thank you so much for popping in here. Appreciate that. So again, I'm not going to even try to show you all these fabrics that are in here. I cut from 41 fabrics, and each kit has 32 different fabrics. So keep that in mind. I had ordered some doubles of some yardage. They were out of some of the other ones, so I couldn't get double, so I had to substitute in 9 different fabrics. But that didn't matter for any individual kit. I was trying to keep all the fabrics consistent so that I know I already cut this into the bento box, so don't cut it into the bento box again. So that's what I was trying to keep track of. So I ended up using fabrics that I had used, leftover fabrics from the earlier Take 5 kits. I ended up substituting some of those fabrics in. But that's it. Anybody got any questions? So much work to you. You've been a busy woman. After this, you need a vacation. Yes, I do. And I never really took a vacation, but I can forget a vacation at this point in my life because I'm finna go right into retreat mode. I still got to cut the Take 5 kits. I just got these 18 fabrics prepped. I got to prep the other 12 fabrics ready for cut. And then once I get those ready for cut, I'm going to start just whacking off approximate pieces so I can get ready to start cutting those. I'm going to starch those fabrics up so that they're nice and pretty and get those packaged. So, and they take a little bit more work on packaging on that. But I know when I order something, I just want to get it so that it's not all wrinkled up. So I'm trying to make them. That's why I'm tying stuff up. Not this part because I just took it apart. But that's why I try to tie stuff up. So when I'm shipping to you, when you get your packages, I'm trying to make sure that they are still as straight as possible. And I'm going to put this up in a bag because I don't want to lose it or get it wrinkled. And then I put it in a bag a particular way too. And then all I got to do, I've got 16 of these ready to go. I just got to do 18 of those ready to go. I got to do the other 18. I've got them sorted, but don't have them packaged up yet. So that's the next thing I'm working on. Maybe I'll do that tonight and get it out the way, just so I can get it out the way, because I'm going to be starting to mail stuff in the next few days. So, and I got to send people that are already on my list order invoices. So I'll be busy for a while. Ellen Ellen Campbell came in. I'm sorry. So hi, Ellen. I didn't know she was in. I don't remember saying her name earlier. Thanks, Sue. She says 111 days until retreat. Yes. Right now, I don't have any spots available for retreat. If somebody has an emergency, I'm taking a list for that. But at that point, if when I contact you, you only got like a day or two to let me know if you're going or not, because I'm going to be moving to the next person because I'll be filling a position. So right now, I don't have any spots. But if any emergency come up, and you want to be put on the list and you're able to pay for your retreat in one payment, because March is the deadline for all payments being in anyway. I'm not going to be dealing with payment plans at that point because I need to know I got a nice warm body and a seat that I'm responsible for paying for. So that's kind of what's going on there. Thank you. People saying that Tananya says she just pressure's off. She's ordered. Yes. So I know some people told me that they want it there, so you will still be getting that if I send it to you. I'm gonna make sure that those orders are filled first. I think I may have had 10 or 12 of them pre-sold, I think. So yeah. So we're working on it. We're gonna get them done, and then y'all know once I start working on them, I get stuff out and get them sold, get them in the mail to you, so you can start using them. Thanks, Kevin. He's giving you all the actual page link. I have been updating my Hey, Kevin, can you do that again and then also just put some text on there, just say T's website, because I can't hyperlink it because everything is a link. I can't tag it up at the top. It's taking me to my page when I touch it. What was I telling you all? I got so much in my head, guys. I have not been able. My husband come up to me and he says, "When do you sleep?" I said about the wee hours of the morning. Then I'm back up by 9, 10 o'clock. I might go to bed at 5, and I'm back up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at the latest, working back on this project because I'm like, I just want this stuff to be done. I can't take this anymore. So, thanks, Kevin. I have to be able to hold on to some text so that it doesn't take me to the page. And I couldn't do it before. Now I can pin your message up at the top. Thank you, sir. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm not exhausted tired, but I'm like tired. I'm tired of looking at these particular fabrics because I've been looking at them for so long. So I just want to do something else. And these are the same fabrics that I used in my Brightly quilt because I didn't have a whole lot of scraps left over from this. So on the fabrics where I had bought doubles or I had a little bit left, I just went ahead and cut me a 5-inch strip of fabric off, and then I just used it in my Brightly quilt. So I have been using these fabrics. So my buddy. Deborah says, T, I just sent email for Bento kit. Okay. And if you're one of those people that if you're not using PayPal because you don't do online, that type of online, just let me know. Communication with me is the main thing that I just ask people of. If you're somebody that just have to send a check, just email me what you want. I'm still going to put everybody in the same order of how it's received because once these kits are gone, they're gone. I have 34 kits for sale. I think 10 or 12 of them were already probably pre-sold to my regular customers that want to make sure that they were going to get their kit. And again, those people on the list, they may not want them at this point when they see the take 5s or something like that. You might have some people that might change their mind. So, but I do have them there for you guys. Thanks, Tiffany. She's giving you all the link for Facebook group. Also, if you're new here and you're joining the Facebook group, please answer the 3 questions that I asked you to answer upon admission. That ensures that you get in, and I'm pretty sure that your email hasn't been hacked. Not your email, your Facebook account hasn't been hacked because that has been happening. So I don't let everybody in if you're not answering the questions. So. Earlene Butler is saying something about the kid. I don't see it. But yeah, you can always email me. Oh, I want the Bento kit, box kit too. Okay. So just email me, and then what I do is I take the emails and I'm just going to I can send all the invoices at one time if all you have is just the Bento box on it. And then I can go ahead and add the discount for you guys and send it on in. Can we ask you to order a yard of fabric when you place an order? That's the thing. When I place orders, most of the time I go back. The fabric that I'm showing you all has been sold out. So I'm showing you fabric that's in kits because I want people to know what's going to be in their kit. So these, as I said, they're not available for yard yet. So that's a great question, Diane. I don't know how you can order yardage other than the yardage. I have photos. I've updated my webpage with all the fabrics that I sell by the yard, half yard, fat quarter bundles. And I even put just a photo of some samples of my jelly roll strips. I've updated my website. The fabrics for the African fabrics, the photos are numbered. If you want a particular fabric, just tell me what number the photo it is, and then I'll try to handle your request when you do that. So I am putting up photos of actual yardage that I have in stock that's for sale by the yard, half yard, or fat quarter. And then I can do those. I do have other fabrics that I have not cut yet that I will put on the website, but there's no need in me discussing that because I don't have time to cut that right now. I gotta my next cutting job is gonna be to take 5 kits that are on hold. Kathy says, I hate when I buy fabric and it's a mess when I get home. Yeah. When I opened up that box, I'm just about spaz. I'm one of those. I'm like, who wants to look at the wrong side of fabric when you spent a lot of money for fabric? And like I said, I got 19 pieces and all but one of them was on the wrong side. Thanks, Tiffany. Tiffany is also giving you all the email address to mail. Her and Kevin are doing their job in this chat tonight, aren't they? I appreciate them. I looked at the video where Tiffany and Eric went to QuiltCon. I got to watch the video of the QuiltCon quilt, so I'm still working on your stuff, Tiffany. But that was pretty cool that you and Eric got to go to QuiltCon. That's pretty nice. Leah says, how often do kits come out? When my schedule allows it, and I think this take 5 that I'm cutting is going to be the last kits that I'm doing until after retreat. And that's because I'm going into lecture mode. I got lectures that I don't think I have one this month. I got quite a few lectures in March. And then I also have retreat that I gotta work. Me and Deborah Quilt, she's my assistant on quilt retreats and stuff. So we're gonna meet and see what we're gonna do with retreat stuff. So that we're gonna probably be meeting almost weekly for that until retreat comes up. Working on different things. Trying to figure out uh, any kind of deals we can find, things like that. So she and I are going to be working. We're going to be hand in hand meeting. So I'm going to be busy with retreat. And then I also have another retreat with my small group that's in May, every year in May, Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, I'm busy. And she says there's a photo version only on video coming on tomorrow. So she's just gonna she got the pictures. I kind of like the video because I like to hear what you're saying about the quilts. And that's what I do when I go to quilt shows. I tell you what I think about the quilting. I think sometimes we overthink quilting. If you're not putting your quilt into a competition show, like where you're trying to win the show, if you're just doing something and you just want a nice quilt in the end, I've shown many quilts where they've just used straight line quilting. They didn't even do any fancy quilting. And it looks very nice hanging, and it was accepted into a national show. So sometimes just being accepted into a national show, I don't have to win the show. I just want to be accepted into the show, you know? So, okay, Francis, I got you. Gotcha. And also, thank you, Darlene. She says, before you leave, please give Tia a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell to get her notifications, and thanks. And I will apologize because I was on a good schedule of editing and uploading videos, and lately I just haven't had chance to edit any videos to upload to you guys. So I do apologize for that because I really wanted to keep on schedule with uploading videos. I still got a lot of content that I still haven't even put out there. I haven't recorded anything lately because I just haven't had time to record. I had started a Black History Project video, but I guess it's going to come out in another month at some point. It won't be Black History Month, that's for sure. So I apologize for that, guys. It's just been a lot going on in my life. So trying to get things done and realizing that there isn't like 5 of me. So even when I try to, like, I've had a couple of people offer to help. The sorting was so complicated that I couldn't even have anybody help me sort. And that's part of the reason that made it complicated was because I starched the fabric. And when you starch fabric, it sticks together. And so when you start sorting and then you get to the end and you realize you one piece of fabric short and you like, got to go back through all 35 stacks to find the piece that has the double part to it so you can put the piece where it needs to go. Well, if I had somebody working with me sorting and we had 2 and 3 pieces on top, now you're digging through the stacks trying to find where the piece that's missing is. So that was one of the reasons I had to turn down the offer of help uh, for sorting. I realized that I was making mistake with it, putting 2 and 3. If some pieces had 2 of the same cut, I would give it 3 of the same cut. So yeah, it was a mess. And so I said, if I'm making this kind of mistake and I'm the one that cut it, I'm the one that pressed it, then I know other people are gonna do it too. And I would call myself diligently using my nails to like, scratch it up a little bit. So it was something else sorting this particular kit. So I don't know when I'm even gonna cut this kit again. Because right now I'm not happy with this kit. I am gonna sew up one. I did put one aside for me. I didn't bring mine in here because um I didn't want to show you all of those fabrics. Mine's isn't put together. I wanted to show you a kit that was put together. And the only thing that's missing out of here is this one here that I gotta bag back up. And then I have to repackage this and put a pattern in here. So I'm working on the pattern now. So that's what I'm currently working on. I'm almost finished with it. I just got to print it out in draft form so I can just proof it and make sure everything's okay with what I'm telling you. So yeah, so that's it for me. I don't think we have any other questions. Patricia says, if I want to order the Take 5. Send me an email for the Take 5 and I'll put you on a list. That way I'll know how many I need to cut on the Take 5 if you want the Take 5. And then when I get them all done, I will send you an invoice on the Take 5. They're going to start being cut hopefully. Well, it is going to be cut in the month of March. I didn't give a date. Next month they will be cut. So yeah. But it should be earlier in the month. Like, within the first 2 weeks of the month, they should be ready to go out. Jason says, one day I will be good enough to enter a show. Hey, everybody is good enough to enter a show. And that's why I always recommend that people join a local quilt guild and join one that has quilt shows. Because being a member of that guild entitles you to being able to put your quilt in the show. Just seeing your quilt hanging in a professional manner will change your whole perspective on your work. I love just seeing my quilts hanging up on standards. Thanks, TNC. Says, thanks for the live tea and chat, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much. So, yeah. And we've got a storm coming in here. I see people are talking about the weather and stuff tonight. I've been trying to ignore some of those comments because I'm trying to make sure I got all the information out. Hey, Janice Miller. She's saying hello, Teaquilters from rainy San Diego. Yes. What is Lynette? She says, I would like to enter quilt shows as well. I've got a lot to learn. Yes. And that's why I say always start with your local quilt shows. You're going to have skill levels of all sorts. And even our guild, we even have where any of our members have children that they teach or grandchildren or children of their own. And they want to make a quilt. We have a category for future quilters. And we put their stuff in too. And then they all get ribbons on their entries. So we give all of them entries. Just the fact that they're a youngster and completed a quilt. Just trying to encourage them to be a quilter when they get into their adulthood. So That's pretty cool. And Tiffany says, same here. I just want to enter shows. It would be fabulous to win, but I'm not that good. Ha. And I don't. This is the thing about shows that are judged. Remember, they're judged, and who are judges? They are quilters who are human beings, and everybody has what they like and don't like. Somebody might have a different way that they do their binding than yours. That doesn't make your binding process bad. It just means that it's not how they would like a binding. So remember, when people are judging your work, even in a judged show where you don't win, it's based on what they think it's right. You might be doing something totally different that they're not even aware of, or don't do that particular way, and so that might be the reason why they didn't vote for your quilt. So remember that it's more of something just to do. It's a process, and if you win, it's a bonus. Getting juried in is a great thing to do. I've been in 2 AQS shows, and I haven't entered anything in over 10 years at this point. So I've been there, done that. It's okay. I probably will enter something again, but I haven't done it in a long time at this point. But and we had two local. No, I've been juried into 2 local shows as well. We have one guild that does have a juried show. And I did mention to you all I'm going to be a quilt judge at a quilt show this year too. So that's the first for me. So it's going to be interesting to see what process that is. So, but yeah, remember though that a judge show is just that judge's opinion. It's not the quality of your work. It was, if you did an applique quilt and did beautiful applique and beautiful hand quilting, maybe they didn't like hand quilting. Maybe they didn't like applique. They couldn't fully appreciate all the work you did. Whereas I'm one of them people that like I said, I'm the jack of all trades. I've tried just about everything. Even though hand quilting is not my forte, I can appreciate a quilt that's well hand quilted, and I know one that's well hand quilted compared to one that's, just okay quilted. I just want to get this quilt done. I'm okay with that too, because that would be my quilt. Because I'm not an expert hand quilter, but I do know the quality of the work when I see it. Just remember that, judges can be biased as well. King James Truth. Evening, everyone. My first time here live. Glad to be with you. Well, we're about to end. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you putting a comment in the box. I really appreciate that. So we're going to go ahead and end here, though. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified by ringing that little bell when I'm live again. I'm live on Saturdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I actually do a live sew and chat. And then I'm live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This week coming up, I'm having a special live on Sunday, 12 noon Central Standard Time, where we're going to be working on the 4-Star General Revisited Sew Along. Kevin the Quilter and I will be together. So I'm going to go ahead and end here, guys. If you got any questions, just email me, teaquilts@teaquilts.com. See you all later. Don't forget, code until Saturday, until the kits run out. If you want 5% off of your bento box, put in bento in the coupon code box. It expires Saturday, so Sunday it will no longer be available. See you all then. Take care. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Be blessed, and quilt out, everybody.